Ah, yes, online play. Yeah. Okay, well, he can figure that out. Well, meanwhile, you're studying the map while your friend is trying to get his gear in order. Um, the first area that she points you to is a clearing in the jungle by a small river. Um, 2 months ago, Lord's Alliance sent a team out there, and nobody has returned. They haven't heard anything from them. Um, this is a problem. She also will look over your gear and kind of see what you have, and if you don't have one already, she will give you an explorer's outfit, explaining it's kind of hot in the jungle, not going to be real comfortable for uh,
I'll take it.
those in heavy armor or that sort of thing. You will not need your cold weather gear here.
I have cold weather gear. I've got desert gear. Now I guess I get jungle gear.
Yep.
So about the same 4 pounds as all the rest.
It doesn't say, but I'm going to assume so. Yeah. Let's see. Who do we have in the Lord's Alliance? Ken and Ragna. The two of you, before you leave, are called aside by a man who introduces himself as Cleven Van Sharam. He says, I work for the Lord's Alliance, and I understand you do as well. Uh, I know you're going to the place where our group was sent, and a member of that group is Irene Goldberth, an elf. She was a friend of mine. She wears a jeweled medallion that was presented to her by the commander of Fort Balurian, and it holds great value to our faction. Assuming poor Irene has died, you'd gain much favor if you could locate her remains and return the medallion to us. Uh, and he will hand everybody, not just the Lord's Alliance members, a pouch with a 50 gold piece advance on your payment for this adventure.
So the doctor will say, I'm terribly sorry that your friend has been lost. I have to say, most likely, your fears will be realized, but if there's anything to be done, I promise you I'll do it. I'm really very sorry.
I'll at least find the lass and see that her body's returned to you.
Yeah, she was a good adventurer. If she hasn't returned, I do have to fear the worst.
And what was the jungle stuff that we received? Jungle
Oh, it's explorer's gear.
explorer's gear. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Explorer's outfits. That's the word. Outfit. Yeah.
So we look like Dora, is what you're saying. Okay.
Yes. You got cute little pith helmets and a backpack, and it sings a little song when you pull it out. It's great.
It does sound great. So I
Like
put on my fez.
like Kit's sword.
Oh gosh, I forgot
No
about the
big deal.
singing sword.
You might want to shrink that character token.
Yep, already did.
There it went. We can't anymore for some reason. We
Yeah,
can't change the size of our tokens anymore.
I've noticed that. That's very annoying. But, you know, I'm sure there's a good reason for it. Let's see. We are going here. As you trek through the jungle for 15 days, you arrive in a clearing, and I pull everybody else's token out. It's not already pulled out.
We are completely dark.
Oh, because I forgot the part about lighting where you have to actually fix the tokens so that they do that.
Oh, I can see.
Yeah, that's weird. Mine should have been set too.
Oh yeah, yours is not. Okay. Oh, what kind of light do you have?
I have dark vision 60 feet
Okay,
from my
I have dark
thaumaturgy stone.
vision.
cool. And
I have the light cantrip. Does anyone need it?
yeah, okay, okay.
I do not, but happy to cast it.
Let's see. Elf should have dark vision, right? Okay, good. And Barrett, you said you could see, so that's cool. Oh, but you can't see. That's weird.
Well, I can see, so
Yeah, your token is not set to be able to see.
But does he have? Do the other people? If anybody in the group has sight, that he has access to their characters.
Oh
It's
yeah,
easy to
then
remember.
you'd be able to see. Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Who am I missing? Let's see. We got Ragna, we got Threx, we got Barrett, we got Ethserond. We need a Cecil. There he is. Oop, yeah, not a token. Okay. And we got a Ken. Which this token needs to be set up. Has sight. Although this should be lit. Wait, this room should be lit. You shouldn't need light sight. I don't know why it's not.
Well, I can see now.
Huh, weird.
Oh, because maybe has sight was not checked.
Maybe.
That just makes a character blind.
Let's see. Get you
That
fight real quick.
The Fog of War unchecked all the has sights. That's right. I remember reading that. So every character probably had it unchecked.
I don't have Fog of War set up, so.
No, I think it was just a default
Oh,
for all tokens to help out with the Fog of War and the new Fog of War.
I see. Okay, let me grab a token. It's gonna be a rando, but that's cool. See.
They removed that from the players. You have to be a DM now to even look for tokens.
Pretty sure your AC is not -2.
That'd be pretty good in first edition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sheet has no gear on it.
Yeah, even so, his dex is 18. He should have not
Right.
an armor class of -2.
I think the shield he put in changed the number.
Okay, well, he can figure that out. Are you with us? No, he's not even in the game right now. Maybe he's rebooting?
Maybe because he's not he's not in Discord anymore either.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's got a token if he comes back.
He's back in the game now.
Oh, good. Okay. So let's see. This is you've checked your maps. You're pretty sure this is the clearing that is indicated on the map. And you can arrange yourselves however you'd like in the clearing. Realizing as you're walking around a bit that it's very squishy here. The ground is very wet, and as you look down, it's completely soaked with blood. Looks kind of old.
Oh dear.
There's rotten flesh scattered all over the place. There's sharp shards of broken bones strewn all over the ground. And mixed in with all this are a number of tiny little idols, like maybe the size of your fingers, all carved in the shape of some sort of goddess. And there's one that is especially large, that is directly in the center of the clearing. This one right here. This one's about the size of a grapefruit, as opposed to, all the little finger-sized ones that you'd found before then.
Sorry, what's the size of a grapefruit?
This carved idol, it's carved out of some sort of black stone.
Alright. Let's see, what can we do about that?
It has the head is carved in sort of it's the figure of a woman, but the head is a skull with a trio of rubies set in its eye sockets and one in its forehead. They are glowing.
Any religious connotation to this?
You can make a religion check.
It's pretty.
I can't
Yeah,
see
you don't think so.
visibility.
Okay.
For what it's worth. Yep, for an hour.
Atzeron has never, like, even with a 6, you can guess that probably it's religious, but you have no idea what this goddess is. You've never heard of her. You don't recognize this imagery. You do all, being experienced adventurers, you're not too surprised when the bones scattered around the clearing start forming themselves into the shape of giant creatures, and you roll initiative.
Oh, we are not surprised
my.
at all.
Why is, hold on, let me get rid of this. Something
Do you want
terrible
us
is
to
happening
roll
here.
with the dex added for tiebreakers?
Sure. I haven't set up anything to do that, but
How, will that global ability +1 add to my initiative?
I don't know.
Alright, let's try.
I don't think it does.
This is all new to me. This is the first game that I've run since they've made the changes.
Do you want me to roll my owl separately?
No, please use your owl on your turn. We got 7 players.
Nope, it didn't.
Okay, well, you can just manually fix it to a 12. That's fine.
You can change that setting under your initiative and just add a 1 to your initiative bonus
Yeah.
in the gear icon.
Yeah, I was looking to do that now.
All right. Okay, nope. We're going to do this real quick. Because I am fed up with not having this macro. It takes me 5 seconds to do it. Why do I never think of it except when we're actually playing? It's going to happen now.
Do you have your coffee?
No, I'm out of coffee. Can you tell? It's very
I was about to say,
upsetting.
it's kind of like she hasn't had coffee.
Yeah.
I know this sensation.
Those are some big skeletons.
The place where I buy my coffee doesn't sell the coffee I like anymore. It's very upsetting. It's making my life bad.
Yeah, these skeletons have been eating their Wheaties, that's for sure.
There we go. Okay. Now we can sort. Oh, look, one of them gets to go first.
That's rather disconcerting.
You should have rolled your dex and gone ahead of it.
I don't know, how fast is a skeleton compared to me?
You can add your dex to your initiative rolls on the sheet now. That's why I said
Oh, yeah,
that
it's
instead of
under
put
the,
one after it. Under the gear.
Yep.
Yes, I know.
Okay. Well, it's gonna go try to bite Ragna's face off. And by bite, I mean slash with a great axe.
Well, that could be biting. Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, no, these skeletons are armed. They're wearing, or they're wielding giant axes to go with their giant selves. So that'll be a 22, which I believe will hit you for 26 slashing damage. Did mention their giant axes. Ragna, you could now have something to say about that.
Yes, I think I will. I'm going to get pissed off and attack them. So, first thing, rage, and... Oh, how well armored do these things seem?
They are they're not wearing any armor, actually. They've kind of got tattered loincloths around their waists, but that's it.
Sure, let's try it. Here we go.
And that will hit.
23, and the second one? 11.
11 will not quite make it. Their bones are a little stronger than that.
Okay. Well, I am done, and I'm raging.
You have splintered a lot of its ribs, but it's a skeleton. It keeps going. Threxius.
I will use a level 1, 2, 3 spell slot and cast Bless on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody except Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. I'll use a
I don't need
level
it.
4 spell slot. I'll use a level 4 spell slot and get everybody.
Okay.
Everybody's now got Bless.
Okay.
And I am done.
Cool. Now it's this guy who's also going to try to slash Ragna. Being right there. Slash. Ooh, for 8 slashing. He doesn't hit nearly as hard. Wait a second. Wait, is that 2d12 plus 4? 2d12. Okay, got it. Yep.
He just rolled 2 2s.
This one is just very gentle. So it just gently scrapes against your arm. Ken.
Oh, can I use my movement?
Yeah. Did you want to run away?
No, I want to move here, so
Ah,
I don't.
okay.
So, for reasons.
Sure, that's no problem. Ken.
Alrighty, so let's do something silly. And I'd like to what do we think about Misty Stepping? There. Now it looks like that's a tree there. I'd be happy to be in the tree, or
Where? There, yeah. You can be up in the tree if you want to Misty Step up there.
cool. And would you say that if I do that, that those two Minotaur skeletons are still both more or less wholly within 15 feet of me?
No. It's like a palm tree, so it goes straight up, like 30 feet, and then branches.
30 feet.
Yeah. So you could be at the top of it, but yeah, they would be way down below you.
Okay.
Or you could
I
hide
didn't wanna
behind
be
the
that
tree.
high.
There's like brush and stuff back there if you want to be partially obscured by that.
Yeah. I just want to be that. I just want to be. Basically, I'm trying to position myself so that they're within 15 feet of me, but my friends are not.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. I promise it's not poison ivy.
Alrighty. And now I will activate. So that's a bonus action. Now I'm going to activate the Amulet of the Plains.
Okay. Fun times.
We'll see how it goes. Alright, looks like that is a failure. So, myself and everyone and everything within 15 feet of me are going to be teleported to... Oh, I am aiming, by the way, for the ethereal plane right here. I should be more... No. Ethereal plane's good. Which I can see, because I have see invisibility. So I have to try to teleport to a plane that I have seen. A location on a plane that I have seen. I have seen the ethereal plane here, because I'm looking at it right now. But there's only a 60% chance I will now go to the ethereal, and of course it will be a random place even if we go there. So I'll roll that. Alright, ethereal it is.
Okay.
Random place. It could be deep ethereal, it could be border ethereal, it's up to you.
So yeah, you're on the ethereal plane. Doesn't look anywhere familiar to you.
Alright, cool. I'll then use my movement to, ethereal scurry 40 feet away from these two big fellas that I just took with me.
Okay, and let's see. There's no I'm on another plane symbol, so we're just gonna use this one.
You could put like sunglasses for like vacation.
I'm having a hard time grabbing this guy. Okay, I'm on another plane. There we go. Okay, so you...
So I should be, something like 45 feet away from them now.
Okay. Cool.
And that's my turn.
Alright, so this guy, he is not surprised by anything because he's a skeleton. He's dumb. And he is going to try to smash Barrett with a great axe. Not as good as his friends at this game.
No, definitely not.
At this round. So that
Cunning action, disengage. I'm sending Mocha to distract.
okay. And a 13
Going
will
for the
hit.
damage now.
Yep, so that will hit. And that is 18 points of damage. The arrow
That's it.
pierces its shoulder blades. Barrett.
Okay, finally. Barrett is probably a little disappointed that one of the things next to him has gone to another plane, but we shall attack the one in front of us.
And that will put a big gash in it. Well, a little gash.
Good, because I got a second attack, which will put another gash in it.
Yep. Bones crunch
Now
under your
shall
glaive.
Hit it with the blunt end, and bludgeoning probably does more.
It does, actually. You manage to smash a bunch of its bones. Its leg looks broken, and it's just kind of hobbling towards you now.
Excellent.
And now it is Minotaur on the ethereal plane. How fast can these guys run? Huh, look at that. And what's his reach? Huh, look at that.
Uh-oh. What, he's got 40 feet movement?
He does. He does, yes.
Oh, God. All right, well, so much for this plan.
So he's going to run up to you and gore you with his horns.
Unless I get lucky, I'm going to be out of this adventure. Oh, well, that's not too bad.
Missing... Well, actually, I don't know. What is your AC? You need to put it in your name.
That hits. That hits. But
Okay.
It's it's only 13 damage.
Hold
You
on.
know
There
it
should
only
be
does
more
that.
damage. It didn't
Oh,
add the
God.
more damage. Oh, no. That's not... yeah, okay, it is more damage. I don't know why it didn't add it. Yep, so there is an extra 2d8 damage, and you need to make a strength save. No, it's a gore. He's pushing with his horns, not trampling with his feet.
Oh, well, maybe the bless will come in handy after all. But I can't have more than one global thing up, so I'll just roll a d4 as needed.
So, one strength save, please.
You can do 1d4 plus 1.
Yeah, it's not going to make it. So you are now pushed.
Yeah.
Well, he's not going to push you back. He's just going to push you to the ground, so you are now prone.
Oh, that would be so nice if he did.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. So he'll just be prone there. And it'll be this guy's turn who's still on this plane. He still sees the guy in front of him that he's been... Or the person in front of him he's been slashing so far, so he's going to go after Ragna again. Oh, man, he just really likes those 22s for another 18 slashing. Ragna.
How's he hitting me on the ethereal plane?
No, this guy.
The bottom one. The bottom one.
Oh. 18.
Yep.
I'm gonna swing at the bottom one, see if I can end him.
That's the one that's been hitting you. And that you've been
Yep.
hitting back. Yeah, that'll hit.
15.
Wow.
And
Oh,
he's
shoot. Wait, in the interest of not being dead, can I please say that I did cutting words on that attack roll?
If you have the ability to do that, sure.
Sorry, I should have said at the time.
And the bottom one again.
It is basically at this point bone dust being held together by magic until you do that to it. And it's just going to fall and mingle
what
with
if
the
I
shards
wear
on the
gloves?
ground. Well, you needed to do one. One damage is what you needed to do on that second one.
Well, I figured it needed a love tap, which is why I did it. Use Great Weapon Master.
Okay, Thrax.
Mosey over
go
here.
with the
Oh,
advantage.
okay, sorry.
The owl's gonna fly by and give me advantage on it.
Okay.
Ah, stupid spells.
Yeah. We went through that yesterday. Every single person was just like, repeating attack. Okay.
So, 26.
Oh yeah, that super
for
hits.
13 radiant damage.
Oh yeah, does it have a feeling about radiant damage? It does not have a feeling about that. Okay, just checking. It does hurt it though. 13.
And I will be done.
You're not sure that it could take another hit of that strength. This one, however, is gonna come...
So assuming you're willing to retcon, then I wouldn't be prone after all.
Okay.
Right, thank you.
This one is gonna come running up to you though, and he's gonna try.
And now I don't have a reaction, obviously.
So first he's gonna gore you. Does 12 hit?
No.
Really? 12, dude? Come on.
13 does, 12 doesn't.
Yeah.
No, 14 is the target.
Yeah, so no, he just fails to hit you. He's snorting and stomping and thrashing his head, and it's all very impressive, but it's your turn.
Whew. Right, well, that was very harrowing. Yeah, this is a bit of a dicier situation than I thought I was going to be in. Oh, well, I guess I have no choice but to teleport again. Hate to do it. Oh, but then I can't. Oh.
Hey guys, I'm finally on.
Yay!
Hooray!
Go ahead and roll an initiative. And we'll figure out what Ken's doing.
All right. I will. Guess I'm going to try to put one of these guys in the. What is it called?
Iron Flask.
Yes, it's the Iron Flask, but I had a Doctor 2 term for it. Where would it? Oh, I didn't write it down.
TARDIS.
Oh. No, that's what I call the Amulet of Planes. It's the something Nomicon or something like that. Anyway.
One iron flask. What do they need to make? They make some kind of save. Wisdom save.
Yeah, DC 17.
Oh yeah, super good at wisdom, these guys. Which one you going for?
Oh, I guess the one on the right, since he's got his turn coming up.
Okay. Yeah, they both look totally healthy, but not very wise. So let's see. He is in a flask. There we go.
Since he is presumably not native to the ethereal plane.
No.
And all right. Now I will. Yeah, I guess I'll just stay there and hope for the best. End of turn.
Okay. Let's see. This one was, I believe, smashing Barrett with the great axe, so he'll try that again.
Well, he was trying. Okay, now he's succeeding.
Yeah, this time he's doing much better. He's figured out where you are now. You're kind of hard to see. He's got the eyes pointing a little bit to the side. The cow skull. 21 slashing. As he brings the great axe down on you. Acerond.
Okay, okay. I guess I'll go for the one. Is there a remaining at the one at the bottom, right?
Yeah, this one is the only one that you can see.
Okay, it was hidden by a token, so I'll use familiar help to distract.
Okay.
Then go for it with longbow.
Okay, yes. That will definitely hit it, and that will finish it. Barrett, there's no threats that you can see.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. Anything you want to do?
Yep, just stand over here and act ready, because I'm a little concerned that Ken disappeared with two of the things.
Okay, let's see. That one's in the flask, so he can't do anything. That one is dead, so he doesn't really need to be in initiative anymore. Ragna, there's no threats. Anything you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna chug a healing potion.
Okay. Cecil, is there anything you want to do? Get these guys out of the way.
Hi guys. Sorry for falling asleep back there. Yes.
There's a statue in the middle of us. Little statuette. It just made these things animate, we think.
It has glowing rubies in its head.
And one of our guys disappeared with two other guys.
But I'm sure that's fine.
Yeah, that's a little ominous. I don't like that too much. I guess I'll just stay away from it.
Okay, Threx.
I'm not very smart.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on Ragna.
Okay. Skeleton. He is gonna great axe his new friend here.
Get 22 back, Ragna.
So with a 23, he will do 18 slashing damage to Ken. And
Thank you. Well, at least it did knock me down.
Yeah, no, he can't do that anymore because he's
He's
not charging
charging
towards
me
you.
anymore, yeah.
Yeah. But it's your turn.
Okay. That's oof. That's rough. All right. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna try to use the Amulet of Planes to go back to the material plane where I was before, and hopefully this fella doesn't come with me.
Okay.
Oh, nuts.
Yeah, no.
All right. Let's see where we go. Oh, we will be going to the prime material plane somewhere, a random place.
Okay. Let's see. So you all can show up in, oh, I don't know, Waterdeep. You're in a back alley.
Wonderful. All right. So I will. Okay, I haven't cast a spell, therefore, because when you fail, you don't cast a spell; it just kind of goes haywire. So I'll cast Misty Step to get 30 feet away from him, and then move another 40 feet. I don't think he'll be able to gore me from that distance.
Okay, so you're now 70 feet away, running through Waterdeep, screams of crowds echoing in your ears.
Someone call the guards.
Okay, let's see that skeleton. He doesn't get a turn because he's dead. Atzeron, anything you want to do?
Saran's a little paranoid. He will do a cunning action hide, then ready a longbow. And he'll send Mocha to the north side to scout.
Okay, Barrett. Anything on your to-do list?
Let's do a little bit of self-healing.
Okay, Ragna. You don't know what happened to that guy. Everything here seems fine.
Yeah, no. As far as I'm concerned, mission accomplished. Whatever he did is his own thing. Didn't seem like a reliable chap in the first place. So we're gonna, yeah, is there any sign of where these people went or
Nope.
anything to lead us on a path? You know, like a medallion laying around or discernible marks in the body?
Oh, no. You do have, no. Yeah, you just have an idol here. I mean, I guess you can search around if you want to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna search around.
Yeah, okay. Make an investigation check.
Remember your bless. Except it doesn't work on skills.
Don't think I can help.
Bless is not gonna help that, sorry.
No, it doesn't work on skills.
Yeah. So yeah, you look around, you actually see the bones on the ground are kind of like you think they're just moving, you know, in the wind or with your footsteps, but you kind of hold still for a second. You're like, wait a second, no, they're moving. Cecil.
Crush the statuette so they don't reform.
Is that what you tell me to do?
Yes.
Alright. Try to do that.
Okay.
It's here in the center, yeah.
Let's see.
What kind of roll?
Oh, if you want to try, I mean, how do you want to destroy it? If you want to try to attack it, make an attack roll. If you want to try to blow it up, make a blow it up roll.
I'll just... Does it look brittle or anything?
It looks like it's made out of stone. Some kind of dense black stone.
I'll try and kick it.
Okay.
Is that just like a strength check?
It's still an attack roll, yeah. So yeah. it hurts your toe a little bit, and you kind of nudge it towards Barrett. Um, one of the eyes starts glowing a little bit less, and the other eye starts glowing a little bit more. Doesn't look like you've done any damage to it. Thrax, what would you like to do?
I guess I will hit it with a magic quarterstaff. Shillelagh!
Okay.
For almost no damage.
So you knock it. It does no damage to it. It seems completely unhurt. You knock it a little bit this way, and its eyes are glowing more dimly.
I'm done.
And then this skeleton is just going to dash up to Ken and stand next to him. Because that's what it can do. Ken.
Alrighty. That's not nice. So, I guess I will activate the Amulet of Planes.
And bring half of Waterdeep back.
Yes.
Well, can I try to go maneuver myself so I don't get any civilians?
They ran away from you, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, with the giant minotaur standing next to you, it's weird how many other people don't want to stand next to you.
Alright, good deal. So I will aim for, I can't go to material plane, I'll aim for... I've got a list of the planes I visited. Where was it? Alright, let's see. How about, well, that'd be a good one. I have to get a ring of swimming. I've been to the plane of water now. But no, let's go to, just the deep ethereal. I've been to the deep ethereal before. And, we'll see what happens. Oh,
Okay.
looks like it doesn't come with this time.
Yeah.
And wanted posters for you at Waterdeep pop up all over the place.
I did tell him to sound to get the guards.
So yeah, you will never know what happens to that minotaur. It's just out of your lives forever. So you'll spend some time getting back, I assume, and I'll take the rest of people out of. Huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna release the one that I have in the Pandorica. Remember what it's called, the Iron Flask Pandorica, and tell it to do its best to remember the good times when it was alive, and try not to gore anybody as it wanders the ethereal. And then I will. I guess I'll go back to my friends.
Yeah. I mean, you'll get there eventually. It may take some time, but don't worry too much about it.
I just feel bad about leaving that guy running loose in Waterdeep. Oh well, we gotta move on.
There's plenty of adventurers in Waterdeep who'll take care of it.
There you go.
Hang on. So what would the rest of you like to do?
The statue still has glowing eyes a little bit.
It does,
Well,
yeah.
They seem to be bashing, so I'm going to show them how to bash it.
Okay. Where are you standing when you bash it?
I don't know. Where's the statue?
It's up
way
here
up
now.
At the top now.
Probably within 5 feet of it.
Yeah, but
No,
where?
she
I
was
want to know which way it goes bouncing off to. No reason.
That way.
Boing, boing, boing. It goes skipping off into the undergrowth. Actually, it probably gets stopped by the undergrowth. It's only a little thing. It's real heavy. You don't seem to have damaged it at all, but it's glowing. Like, it's barely glowing at this point. It's very cold and not... It's a very faint sparkle from its eyes.
Okay. Well, clearly breaking it is not the solution. Try touching the eyes in a specific order.
Are you going to do that?
Sure.
Okay. So you pick it up. It feels very faintly warm in your hand, like almost. It's hard to tell the difference between it and the surrounding hotness of the jungle, but you can feel it. Feels like it's warmer than it should be.
While he's holding it, I'm gonna look at the bones. Are they still moving?
Very faintly, yes.
So,
Less than they were before we started breaking this thing.
Nope, pretty much the same.
how many eyes does this thing have?
3.
Middle, right, left.
Doesn't seem to do anything.
Right, left, middle.
No, doesn't seem to do anything.
So tapping the eyes is doing nothing.
No.
Try pulling them out.
Okay, yeah, we'll try doing that.
Yeah, no matter what you try, it doesn't seem like anything can get into this thing. It's definitely got some sort of protections on it.
But the further away from where we had
Will
it,
the cowardly
less it was
rogue
glowing.
like to investigate this?
I think he's AFK for a second.
Would I see Barrett got hit? Would Barrett? Oh wait, is that right? Who? Or maybe
yes,
Brett.
yeah, I am still down a few hit points, so
If Barrett or Ragnar would like, you're welcome to a jelly baby. They've got healing properties.
oh, okay, absolutely.
I mean, it's just healing potions.
Does anybody with like half a brain? Does any of us not use intelligence as a dump stat?
it looked
Yeah,
like
sure.
the eyes were glowing less the further it got away from here, where it was.
So, well, we take it away.
Take it a step further away and see if the eyes get a little dimmer.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's move around in a circle and see if there's a direction that it likes better. Or
Oh yeah. So when you move it around the circle, you notice that the more west you put it, the dimmer the eyes get and the thing gets colder, and the more east you put it, the eyes glow brighter and it gets warmer.
oh, look at there.
I vote cold.
I say east. Warm. Probably
That-
leading to a treasure or something.
So Barrett, you got 7 hit points. Ragnar, would you like a healing jelly baby?
Sure.
Okay, so
Never
let's see.
say no to Bacta.
Ragna is carrying it east for a
Ooh,
little bit.
That was a good one. 10 for Ragnar.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah, well, let's carry it east.
Thrax and Ragna are just struggling over this thing. Yeah, no, this way.
All right.
Let's go where it's brighter. That seems exciting.
That's why I moved west.
Yeah. So Ragna grabs the skull or the idol and starts moving east. It gets warmer and warmer and the brighter and brighter. And eventually you stub your toe on what is pretty clearly a hatch in the ground. It's concealed, not particularly well, kind of back in the brush over here.
Oh. Well, I found something.
Oh, let's have a look.
Open the hatch.
I'll point my Sonic at it. In fact, I'm going to activate my Sonic. Wand of Secrets.
Ah, okay. You detect a trap.
Oh, stand back, everybody. There's something amiss here.
Okay.
So I suppose I'll investigate it to see if I can find what's amiss.
Well, I mean, you know the trap is on the hatch. It would take some thieves' tools to deactivate it.
Ah, anyone got any of those? One of my faithful companions, perhaps?
Not me.
Yeah, you know exactly where it is. Oh, you know what? Will is AFK, but I'm going to take a look at his character sheet for him.
I thought we had 2 rouges.
Just one now.
Ah, okay.
Where is he? There he is.
He's hiding in the woods.
Yeah.
But he's an
I'm
arcane
pretty
kid.
sure he's a rogue, so I'm assuming he's got the
Yeah,
lockpicks.
he's
and
an
he
arcane
could
kid.
Yeah.
probably do it with a mage hand.
Yeah.
He's
So-
going to stand back and do it, I imagine.
There we go. He stands back and does it with his mage hand. And look at that! He manages to deactivate the trap. He cuts a couple of wires and tells you it is safe.
Good. Boot him
You
down
tell
so he
us
breaks
that
his
all
neck.
the time.
everyone so you can go down in the hole.
The owl at
Oops.
the top.
Yep.
too.
Yep. Hang on. I'm getting it. Oh, there we go. Anybody else? No, I'm not taking the idol with me. That can stay up here. Oh, wait. No, I can just drag you all because I made all this map on the same thing. Yep, I did. Oh, did I make this? Yeah, I think I made this work. I can't drag you all at once, though. Okay. This. Curved passages are annoying. Okay, hang on. You can go there, and you can go there, and you see after the trap's been deactivated, you see that it's a number of like bones and shards of like wooden tubes and things like that, things that would rattle together very loudly. The way that they were strung up before the trap was deactivated. Okay, so now you should all be able to see here.
Cecil, did you need light in order to see? The rest of us had dark.
Yes, I do have a lantern.
Okay.
Somebody has the light cantrip. I've got the light cantrip. I'll cast it on your shield. So now you can see. And now everybody can see us.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Hey, you don't see anybody. You do see things.
I'll cast the light cantrip on my sonic screwdriver so it glows.
Okay. Fancy. This is an underground chamber made completely, all the walls and ceiling made out of bones and skulls, woven together in such a way to form a circular chamber. And there is a little bit of light. It is dimly lit here by the red glowing eyes of the skulls set into the wall. They're all just kind of burning magically.
Well, that's downright macabre.
It gets worse. So the first thing you see is, right, there we go, a skeleton right there. It's laying on like a slab. And this skeleton, well, it's not a skeleton, sorry, it's a body. But you have mistaken it for a skeleton when you first look at it because it is so completely dried out. The skin is just tight to the bones. It looks like every bit of moisture has been completely sucked out of it. And the skulls on the wall across from it are damp. They've got water, like droplets of water dripping off of it.
And so we are here to see if this area is safe as a base camp and or find a lost Lords Alliance person, right?
Yep.
Yeah, both if we can. Hopefully we'll find her alive.
So did anyone warn us about a strange underground place with?
Nope. They said they got lost over here. Can you go find out why?
Well, this isn't what they said was going to be here. Huh. And
does one of you want to examine the corpse? The
yes.
Desiccated corpse. We were checking out the top one, I think, but whichever.
Yeah, this is the dry one. So Ken is actually the one he is looking at. Is altar number 4. So this one is actually a skeleton. It's been, every bit of flesh has been removed from it, and the skulls across the wall are covered in flabby, drooping flesh.
Well, you're having a worse day than I am. That makes me feel a little better.
Did it have a medallion?
It looks icky. It does not, no.
So
it looks like the skeletons are having the effect.
Kind of looks like they're sapping the vitality out of them.
The top one looks like it took the water. The bottom one looks like it took the skin. That's not creepy. Touch it. See if it takes your skin.
I think that's not. really need some like detect magic or something. I don't have it though.
I can ritualize it if you want to wait 10 whole minutes.
Yeah, let's do that.
What
Not doing anything.
Yeah, we're not under any time pressure.
do the rest of you want to do? Anything else while he's casting a spell for 10 minutes?
I guess just make a quick circuit.
Stand guard.
So who's walking around? Okay.
Yeah, wander around.
You
I'll
see
follow Barrett.
another skeleton here and another skeleton here. So let's see. The one to the east. Is gross. So the body here, this one to the east here, it is a complete body. It seems to have been magically preserved somehow, but there is absolutely no hair on it. No eyebrows, no mustache, no, nothing.
Are the skulls sporting fashionable wigs?
They are all covered in, they've got hair and luxurious beards and mustaches. There's hair sprouting from all of the skulls across from it.
Oh, that's weird. Got a medallion on him?
Nope. And weirdly, there's no hair icon. I can't imagine why.
So this is like cousin its worst nightmare.
Yes. So we'll just put let's see, text, hair. There we go.
Yeah, we can't see that.
Oh, no. There you
Probably
go.
on the wrong layer. Oh, no. Now
Yeah.
I see it. It's black.
Yeah, it's just tiny and, let me see if I can make this bigger.
Got like
Make it
hair like Bon
And,
Jovi.
There we go.
Hey, we can see that.
Okay, and the one to the south, that one, well, anyone who's met a vampire before, this looks kind of familiar. It is completely pale and colorless. It's not desiccated like the other one, but it looks like it's had all the blood sucked out of it, and the skulls across from it are covered in blood.
I've been to Barovia.
Oh man, these are some nice blood smears.
So there are sort of skeletons that are lacking something, and then there's like this one is lacking blood, and then there's nearby blood.
Yep.
Was there some hair nearby the hairless one?
Yeah, the skulls
skulls
that are
have
making up the wall are all hairy.
Ah, okay. And let's see, we had a skeleton, just a regular kind of skeleton that had all its flesh. Oh, and the skulls nearby had flesh drooping off of them.
Yep.
Right. The skulls are taking the things that the corpses are missing.
Huh. So what does that mean? What do we need to do? And let's see, and the top one was completely dry, right? So was there liquid near that one or something?
Yep.
Yeah, there was
Skulls
near
are
the
dripping wet.
skull.
Okay, so we need to do something, convey one thing to the other or something, and maybe something magical will happen.
Yeah, this one has me stumped.
Pour some water on the dry one.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
try it.
Let's try that.
So Thrax goes up and pours some water on the dry one. And you hear some grinding, like really loud, heavy grinding, as if some giant stones are turning against each other. And a chamber opens up where the wet skulls part, and there's a little tiny chamber in there. Inside you see a pool of still water, and it's very clear, and you can see a skull at the bottom of this pool. It's not deep, it's like a foot deep.
Did my detect magic off before this happened?
I'm gonna say probably yes, this whole place is magical. It doesn't specifically
Oh,
mention it, but
I'm blind.
yeah.
Well, I
Too
mean,
much magic. Too much magic.
it would be helpful if it could, kind of tell us what is mundane and what is part of some sort of device or something,
Yeah, nothing here is not glowing with detect magic.
But there's a skull in here.
Yes. I guess the water would not be glowing, possibly. The water might be mundane.
One of you guys with a long weapon want to grab that skull?
I'll point my Sonic at it and mage hand it.
Okay, so yeah, you mage hand it out. The skull glows, starts glowing. Not with the tech magic, but just actually glowing. And then you kind of see the wall behind it moving a little bit. And you hear more, even louder, even heavier grinding. But nothing has opened up or anything.
Okay, so maybe we need to do more of that. I guess I'll put the skull down for now, and we can try something on another skeleton. Is there some way to put hair on the hairless
Who's
one?
got excess hair?
I mean,
Ragnar, girl.
can we take the hair off of those skulls and put it on the skeleton or something? I'll try to mage hand for what it's worth, because that's Uki.
Okay. You can pull some off, but moving it over to the skeleton, or to the skeleton, just seems to, it just kind of it disappears and reappears back from where you pulled it off of.
Huh.
Alright, I cut a lock of hair off and place it on the skeleton.
Okay, you hear the same grinding, and a little chamber open. The skulls move back, and your hair is now a fetching curl on one of the skulls. And you open up a chamber. This one looks like it's been dedicated to the art of weaving. There's hair that has been woven into all different kinds of clothing and tapestries, and just different, like gossamer webs and things like that. And within all this hair, there's a skull held up by just millions of little threads.
I will take the skull.
Okay,
Or touch it or move it or whatever.
you snap it out of the threads. They break. The skull glows, and you can see the wall shifting again. You hear that grinding noise again, but nothing else changes.
Alright, and I guess for the blood one, we put a drop of blood on it.
Okay, easily done. It evaporates from the thing, and, well, you can't really tell, but there is another drop of blood on the other side. Chamber opens up behind it. Chamber of Blood has a bunch more. These idols look just like the ones that you saw up in the clearing, except these are made out of some kind of redstone. And there's a shallow trench filled with blood with a skull sitting in it.
Doctor!
I've got mage hand too. I can yank it out.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Please, I don't want to touch that.
Yeah, it's kind of drippy. But yeah, you pull it out, it glows, the walls turn, nothing else happens.
Alright.
And
Well,
flesh on
who
the
wants
outside.
to give up flesh? I've given my part.
So I'll try again to try to move some of the creepy flesh from the onto the fleshless skeleton. See if anything happens.
Yeah, nothing happens. It just reappears back where you took it from.
Are the nails gone?
No.
It would hurt less to cut off a little bit of skin than pull out nails.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Unless you were
just
just
thinking,
gonna clip your long nails.
I was just thinking, like, clip a nail and give it to it, but it's just gonna...
Yeah, you have rested a fingernail on the thing. It looks gross, but that's all that happens.
I will cut a little bit of my flesh off
Okay.
from the palm of my hand or something. Drop it on.
Yeah, that's a spot that hurts real bad. Pick a different one. So yeah, it's you don't take any damage or anything like that. You just take a
you're
little
uncircumcised, good.
a little chunk of not that either. And you set it on the skull, or on the skeleton. It is absorbed in, and the another skull on the other side gets a fleshy face, and a little chamber opens up behind. This one is really hot. Like, the heat just bursts out at you. It just washes over you all. And it smells like burning flesh. There's a blackened skull sitting in the middle of this fire, burning away.
Mage hand it out.
Yep, glows. The inner and outer ring shifts, and a secret passage is revealed.
Hooray.
We probably could have found it easier by just looking for secret passages.
Well, no, because you had to turn the walls around.
Well, for what it's worth, we could have all turned ethereal and got inside, but then we would have missed this exciting challenge.
This one is so gross. Like, ugh. I played this before I read it, and the hair one, ugh, blech, ugh, blech, ugh. All right, I'm done.
Your DM was really good at describing things.
Yeah. Anyway, Death Chamber. No furnishings, no markings. There is a skull-shaped rune etched into the floor. There's also 5 large rubies set at points in the floor. It looks like they would make a star shape if you drew lines between them. And there are 5 bodies on the floor. You do recognize them wearing Lord's Alliance markings. One of them is an elf wearing a jeweled medallion. And as you watch, 3 of the rubies float off the floor, embed themselves into 3 of the corpses, and these bodies rise, moan, and everyone can roll an initiative.
So we didn't really have time to do anything?
No. Let's see, let me grab these guys. 3 of them are coming up to say hi. Including the one with the medallion. I just put a little dot on her so you know which one she is. But that's all that dot means. There she is.
So, Irene is undead. Sweet.
Hello?
Is?
So just had a power flicker for a bit.
Oh. Well, you're here, so that's good. Yep, looks like a horrible undead warrior wants to eat your face.
Oh, now we have to reset my alarms.
Okay, Atharand.
Well, he sure wish he could turn on that, failing that, he'll use his familiar to distract the closest one, so the bottom one.
Okay.
And shoot it.
Oh, yes, you will. Is your longbow magical?
Nope.
Okay. So it looks like it doesn't really, it sticks in its flesh. It doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would hope it would, but it still does quite a bit here. 12, 21, 36. Okay.
Well, do you get the sneak attack? No one's next to it.
The owl is assisting. Yes.
He had advantage on the attack, so he gets it.
Advantage, yes, that's right.
Yep. Okay. So it is a little bit scratched up. And now one of them gets... Oh, now the one wearing the medallion gets to go. What would she like to do?
Irene, don't attack us. Your friends want you back.
She wants to go up and hug someone. Let's see. Who's Lord's Alliance? Ragna and...
Doctor is
and Ken. Yeah.
was recruited into unit, I guess, as well.
Oh, and you're both equidistant from her, so she's just going to decide like this. All right, Ragna, you seem to be popular today. She,
Technically, I'm number 1.
Okay, I'm going to do an opportunity attack with my polearm as she goes past.
Oh, okay. Yes,
When
you
she
are.
gets within range, that thing.
Wow, that really hurt quite a bit. 13 plus 15
Well,
is 28.
Of course that hurts. That's what happens when a half-orc gets a crit.
She didn't like it. And actually, you know what? That's going to distract her from Ragna. She's going to move over to Barrett instead. And try to...
She's gonna say hi.
Let's see.
This does tend to happen.
1 longsword, and 1 life drain. She tries to give you a little kiss, but she misses on that. She does hit you with the sword for 10 slashing damage.
Yes, the sword hits.
And Barrett.
Well, now I shall properly hit her.
Not quite.
12 hit?
No.
That's okay, because I get 2 attacks.
She is wearing some studded leather. Remnants of...
Well, a 21 should be enough.
Yes.
And if she's still standing, I'll use my bonus action to use the blunt end.
Okay. Oh, yeah, and that will finish her off.
It's nice that the pommel is magic.
Yes. Well, you know, the whole thing is
actual
magic.
Glaive end is too.
So she will crumble to dust. I just need to check something real quick.
Did the gem fall out of her head?
It has also crumbled to dust.
And there were 2 more gems that didn't go anywhere?
Yep. Okay, yep, nope, cool. Okay, now it is Ken's turn.
Alrighty, so how high is the ceiling in here, by the by?
Oh, good question. Central chamber. 20 feet. It's vaulted also, so there's a bit of a... It's like 20 feet in the center and like 15 by the edges.
Well... Alright, the doctor... I'll just... oh, if this is not... I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright, 10, 20, 30. Okay, I'm going to Misty Step... to right there, and we'll give it. I'll give my friends a smile and say they can't all have 40-foot movement speed and reach, right? And then try to activate the amulet.
Try not to die. It's really bad.
It would be bad, and I'll notice I'm only taking 1 with me this time because that was probably a mistake.
Well, I'm not dying. I mean,
Okay.
it's bad now because you don't come back to life.
Let me cutting words that.
Can you cutting words your own attack?
Yeah, I'm a creature.
Well, it's not a... It's a skill check.
It's the wording is identical to healing word. So if you can healing word yourself, you can cutting words yourself.
Let's see. Cutting words. When a creature makes an attack roll, an ability check or damage. I didn't realize you could cutting words ability checks.
You can, and sometimes it's really handy.
Yeah. I don't think I've
So you
ever
got
seen anyone do that before.
So you get
Well,
a
it's what
19, though.
It's what my Bard Grappler does when things don't want to be grappled. But I still succeed, so I just go to the ethereal plane right here so that I can only watch. Sorry,
So
guys.
Ken just disappears. Cecil.
Alright, I will attack the top one with my bow.
Okay. I think that your bow might be magical. I'm getting the feeling here. 26, yes, definitely hits.
Why isn't it showing the damage?
Click the magical longbow of fire words.
Yeah, click the words
This
in.
means that your character sheet doesn't automatically roll damage.
You
Oh,
can
it
change
doesn't?
that in your... You can change that in the gear, but right now just click where it says magical longbow of fire.
In the chat.
No, yeah, in the chat, yes.
That's... well, maybe you're ventriloquisting, yes. Yeah, so it is pierced and on fire. It would
Alright.
say ouch if it weren't undead.
One more attack.
Okay. Yes, a 20 will also hit.
Great.
for another 12. Yeah, she's not looking so great. Or I guess this one's probably a he. Let's see, whose turn is it? It's this one on the bottom.
Barrett.
So this one is going to come in and try to attack Barrett. Him being
Yeah,
closest.
okay.
So that'll be one longsword and one kissy. Again, good with the longsword, 9 slashing. Not so good with the life drain.
Okay.
Poor guy. Ragna.
This is my preference anyway.
I'm going to rage. And go over here.
Err.
Let's see. Well, since I'm going to attack recklessly, let's try it.
Okay.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, that will hit. And that will hurt it very badly.
And we'll do a regular on the next one.
And that will also hit. And that will finish it off.
Ooh, pretty good roll.
Magic weapons help a lot with undeady guys.
I'll take a step back and I'm done.
Okay.
They ran away, leaving the wizard all alone.
And awesome.
This is a familiar feeling for me.
She's gonna come give a slash and then a kiss. Ooh.
Nope.
So close. Thrax, you can have something to say about that.
Yeah, but I don't like it when they get that close. Makes me change everything I want to do. But I'll firebolt anyway, just for that. Nope, should not have the ones. My bless was still on from before.
Okay. No, well, that's not gonna hit.
Right. I did not think so.
Epsilon.
Okie dokie, sending my owl to distract and shooting again.
Alright. It's busy looking at the owl as it gets pierced with an arrow that very nearly kills it.
Still no magic though on that, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Not magic.
Yeah. So instead of 17, it'd be only 8.
Yeah. There we go. So it would have very nearly killed it, but it's still looking, not great. And that one's dead, so it's Barrett's turn.
Alright. Surprised there's still one left, but
Not much
we'll
of
move
one
on and start
left.
hitting it. Not much, no.
And indeed, it is no. Oh wait,
Do I need more attacks?
8. You do need more attacks. An 8 will not do it. It's still alive.
Alright.
Now it's not still alive, or undead, or whatever it is.
Yes.
So that one crumbles to dust, and the gem in its head also crumbles to dust. Eventually, Ken makes it back to this plane and location.
Oh, excellent.
So who wants to pick up those extra 2 gems?
I'll get the medallion.
Yeah, get the medallion from the first corpse.
So,
One
what
of you
extra
Lord's
2
Alliance
gems?
people.
Oh, and as you're searching the bodies, you find, one of the members has a little, like a hard leather case, and when you pop it open, it has 4 potions of greater healing inside.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's handy.
It is nice.
So, you return, you make your report as to why this would make such a super great location. Everybody needs a death chamber in their base.
Yeah, everybody needs a Doom Fortress with skulls in it.
So let's see.
Well, for what it's worth, I could do enhance ability intelligence.
Who are we selling this to? Skeletor?
Yeah, you may want to mention to them
Look for me at this place!
that this is not a great place to build a base. Maybe it's not a clever place.
Yeah.
Well, we cleared it out. It's a great place now. There's nothing there.
Yeah, maybe.
It only needs
Oh.
blood sacrifice, hair sacrifices, water sacrifices, and skin sacrifices just to open the doors, but hey.
So I'd like to swing by Waterdeep, but I'll first activate my wings, and in case that skeleton is still wandering around, and
Yeah,
try to put him in the flask if he's getting into any trouble.
they've taken care of it. The guards there are pretty
Okay.
well. They've seen this sort of thing before. You know, it's Waterdeep.
All right, just making sure.
Let's see. Okay. Oh, I lied to you. The rubies did not crumble to dust, so you can gather them up, and they look like they're worth 500 gold pieces each.
Cool.
So let's see. There's another.
Give me mine.
And I believe you said the medallion also crumbled to dust. I doubt that is the case.
Oh no. Yeah, the medallion didn't. Medallion's just a medallion.
Cool.
What's his face? Clevin. He's very sad to see it. He was hoping that his friend would still be alive, but you know he also understands it's a dangerous job. Let's see. Okay, so you've got 4 potions of greater healing to split up.
Thrax does not need any of them.
I'll take one. How many of us are there? There are 5.
There were 5 left of you.
There's.
So,
Yeah, I'd like to take one. I used one in my last adventure.
well, if Thrax forgoes one, then I think the other 4 of us all get one.
No,
Is
there's
that
5.
right?
5 more of you after
There's
Drax.
6 total.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. So let's
Well,
see.
Just roll a die 20. The top 4 take them.
If everybody wants one, everybody roll a d20. So,
Just
1,
one more person.
2,
Ash.
3, 4, 5. Okay, so sadly Ken loses out. As they're dividing them up, he's like off in Waterdeep, and they're just like, potions of healing.
But I would like all 5 of the gems.
which you'll pay for. No problem.
No, I gotta have it all. Gotta have it all.
No, you get punched.
It's a really stupid thing that the Wall of Teeth makes you greedy for things that automatically get split up no matter what.
And you get punched.
So let's see. Okay, so this is going to include the 50 gold advance that you got at the beginning of the module, but you will each get 783.33 gold pieces. 1,000. Oh yeah, I should know if anybody's going meat grinder. I didn't ask that.
Well, we could edit ourselves if we are, but no.
I'm just curious. 1 renown. 4.
There's no real reason not to.
Well, since I'm in the habit of going off into other planes by myself with scary monsters, it's probably suicidal to do that.
It doesn't matter. If you die anywhere, you're done.
No, that's not true.
There's no resurrection.
If you die in another plane, you're good to go. It's only on the plane, the material plane. Now, if you come back to the material plane while you're dead, I think you're screwed. And of course, you will still be subject to the curse. So, say you find someone to bring you back to life in your faction on another plane, which is a little questionable. You go to Sigil and you find a Lord of the Lions person or something. Then you would begin to waste away, regardless of where you are. That you're still subject to the curse. It's just that the Soulmonger only gets to your soul if you're on the material plane.
Right, but you have then died, so when you come back, you're going to lose a hit point every day.
Yep.
It's unpleasant. Let's see. Okay, so only Lord's Alliance get a renown for this one, but the rest of your things are in the chat. And let's see. Let me close these things that I don't want anymore. And we'll look at where the next place they're going to send you is.
We're getting a long rest in here.
Oh yeah. It's actually many
I
long
would like to
rests.
change one of my spells at least.
Well, for what it's worth, if anyone's in a hurry, I can teleport us instantly back by way of the ethereal plane, or any plane that you care to visit. If anyone would like to visit Arcadia, for example, it's lovely this time of year.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone should totally trust the Amulet of the Plains. That's a good choice.
Well, I can do enhance ability intelligence, which makes it fairly foolproof. Um, that's what I usually do when I'm teleporting friends, because they get angry at me when I accidentally take them to the plane of fire.
Yeah, here we go. So the next, as when you go back, Pisana agrees that this is probably not a great place for a base, but maybe you could check out the next one. The Emerald Enclave sent a party out to check out a cliffside fortress. It's already a fortress. It's already built. There's some Yuan-Ti there, but they're nice folk. You know, they're peaceful. Um,
So was that mission number 1?
yes. So you shouldn't have any problems.
So I actually leveled up.
Oh, congratulations. Let's see. I'll put that in the thing. See if that changes your... Nope, still doesn't. Is this right?
It
D2.
gives them a couple more hit points now.
Well, I'm actually be multi-classing into fighter, so it's going to be much more defensive. I'm going to be purchasing a half plate and a shield, although it's going to be a sonic shield.
I don't know why you're... I guess
Because
that's right. Hold on, wait. D2 through
Everybody
D8.
knows lasers are better.
Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No, that's right. Okay, yeah, I don't know why. Your APL is only 6. I guess it's all the level 5s that are pulling it down. But that's okay. You spend another 15 days, which doesn't have to be tracked anywhere because these modules were written before they figured out all the stuff about how bad time is in this adventure. Let's see, let's grab all the owl
So the cliff
friends.
is 15 days away?
Well, it's 15 days back to town and then another 15 days off to the cliff. So it's been a full 30 days.
The first place we went was 15 days away too.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
they all are. And that's why they were like, wait, everybody will be dead if they play these adventures. Maybe we shouldn't do that? Okay, it doesn't count. You don't have to count them. Don't worry about it. Wait, I'm just going to put you guys back on the porch because you don't need to see anything yet. Everything's fine. But you can just look at the pretty map of Port Nyanzaru. Isn't that nice?
So who are we looking for out at the cliffside outpost?
They give you the so it's a party from the Emerald Enclave. They sent 5 members out there, mixed humanoids, you know, humans, elves mostly, and yeah, something happened to them. They haven't been back, but like really, this is out of all the places they scouted, they were pretty sure this was going to be the best one. This was going to be the one that was going to be it. It's carved into the rock face of the Mist Cliffs. Totally abandoned fortress. Should be, you know, maybe needs a little fixing up, but everything cool.
Nothing is ever totally abandoned.
Well, there are some Yuan-Ti who live there, but it's peaceful tribe of Yuan-Ti. They don't give anyone any hassle. It'd be nice if you could make friends with them, you know, and they're, you know, see what their deal is, and you know what kind of deal you can make with them.
Does anybody speak snake?
Not I.
No.
It should be fine. You get there 15 days later, 30 days after you leave the previous place. You speak Grung. Eesh, there's an obscure language. Yeah, you found him. Congratulations. Looks like there was some kind of rock slide. And when you get to the base of the cliffs, you find a bunch of fallen rocks mixed with the bodies of 5 outdoorsy looking types. You see their Emerald Enclave pins on them.
Well, they didn't make it too far.
So yeah, you can see the path to the fortress
Did it
leads
look like
upwards.
They were trying to climb up, and maybe somebody dropped rocks on top of them.
They look like they died in the rock slide. Like clear, you know, these rocks have pretty obviously broken off of the cliff. You know, you can see the marks going down the side of the cliff and all that. So either they were up there and fell off, or they were climbing up and something, there was an avalanche that swept them downwards.
I suggest we look for a back way up.
It's a cliff. It's a steep, zigzagging path up the face of it. It wouldn't really be a back way without, going around the entire mountain range. It might take a little bit of time, if it's
Or we
even
could spend the
possible.
night here and I can cast fly.
So once again, I could actually just turn us ethereal and we could float up, or we could briefly go to another plane and then plane shift back to the top.
I don't trust your medallion.
Sure call. I mean, we could vote on it, or if someone is adamantly against it, we can just forget about it. But it certainly would hurry things along.
I certainly think the Doctor would be safer if he took a couple of us with him.
Well, as I said, I can, if I concentrate for a moment, I can pilot the TARDIS much more accurately.
Well, we can try and climb up. If things look bad, then we can, change our plans. Because the rock slide might have, gotten rid of all of the loose rock.
So I'll cast Longstrider and see invisibility as per usual. And then I'll go ahead and do Enhance Ability Intelligence.
Okay, so who is going to try teleporting? And who's going to stand back?
I will stand back.
It'll stand back.
What's Barrett doing? Barrett and Cecil.
Well, I'm happy to try climbing.
Okay. And Cecil? Uh-oh, did we lose you again? Oh yeah, he says BRB. Okay. So it looks like, you go to do your amulet planes and everybody takes a step back and another step back, and you have a 20-foot radius around you, completely clear of people.
I'll send my owl up the path, looking for, maybe things pushing rocks around.
Okay, your owl can make a perception check with advantage because this is vision. Oh boy. He is really distracted by a mouse running across the path. It is delicious, man. He spends like 10 minutes telling you how great this mouse was.
My owl didn't see anything. It's clear. We can climb it.
Yeah,
Well,
he
we
reports
start
back that the path looks safe. Okay, let me do something else real quick.
Alright, so I'll pop over to the ethereal and float on up.
Okay. So you can arrive at the top, the ledge, with the hole in it. So what you see is the ledge. You can safely stand on the side of the cliff before entering the fortress. There don't seem to be any defenses up here. Looks like they rely on the path itself as the defense.
Alright, I will also begin to...
Both of the entrances are blocked with vines, foliage. And by both I mean one. The one passage that you can see is blocked with yellow.
So, I was going to say, I'm going to start poking my head through all the foliage to see if there's anything else hidden amongst the foliage. I can just phase through it as I'm ethereal. So I'm just wondering about, shall I do an investigate or something? Perception?
Do a perception, yes. Everyone else who's climbing up, right, that's what I was doing. I was going to put you on this map just so you can do a marching order. Yeah, I'll just stick you over here. It's fine. Don't worry about the room you're in. It doesn't mean anything. I just want you all to put yourselves in a line because you'll have to walk single file up the... Okay, so the doctor, he's up on the ledge. He's not there. But everyone else, please put yourselves in a line. Perception check. Yep, you don't see anything. You know, you see the entryway. There's a bunch of vines there. They seem really thick.
Specifically looking for any easier way for my friends.
Yeah. No, you don't see anything.
Oh, really?
Inside the... Oh, yeah, inside you can't really see anything either. Because it's dark, and you can't see in the dark, can you?
So the
I can.
single file
Oh.
path that you want us to put us in the marching order?
Yeah. Just any line.
It's strange that Asimar get both the light cantrip and the ability to see without light, but that's the way it is.
Oh, yeah, they help out their friends. Okay, so Thrax and Barrett, you can make perception checks.
Was that perception? You broke up.
Yes, perception. Meanwhile, Ken is looking around. You see a bunch of Yuan-Ti in a large chamber. There's some old furnishings. They've kind of been smashed, but there's a couple, like, tables and some benches. Bunch of, well, they don't even look like Yuan-Ti. I mean, you've seen them before, but these look like humans. They're kind of milling around, you know, making some lunch, having some rest. Some of them are working on some crafts, you know, honing their weapons, that kind of thing. Good. Thrax, before you step on the trap, you notice it. As you're walking up the ledge, or the path, you start to put your foot down, and you pick it back up again, and you take a step back. Yeah, the stone that you're about to step on is rigged in such a way that if you step on it, it will collapse this entire section of path that you're standing on.
I relay that information back, and I tell the rogue to fix it.
I cease walking immediately.
Yeah, it's not really it's not like a trap that you can fix with thieves' tools. It's more of a thing that you'll just have to avoid it.
Okay.
So you can either try to climb over it or tumble around it. You can make an athletics or an acrobatics check to get past it, unless you have some other way to do it.
Alright, I'm going with athletics.
We'll go with athletics.
Well, we need to go in order that we're in the line, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
technically I guess you do. So Thrax, you can go first.
That just kind of sucks. I will Misty step my way up 30 feet past it.
Ah, easily done. Okay, and then Barrett just jumps right over it, kind of climbs on the wall, I guess. Technically, it's a little bit farther than you can jump, but let's see. Who's next? Athesrond. Athesrond. That's a hard name to say. Okay, and everybody else falls. So Athesrond.
Stop this.
Ragna and Cecil, the thing is collapsing underneath you. You all can make a dex save.
Dex save.
Yep. Oh boy. Nope. Nope. Dex save for Athesrond. Ooh, this is not going to be nice for you guys. Oh, and he makes it. So he manages to jump across to the other side and is fine. The other two of you fall down the mountain, and then the mountain falls down on you.
Alright, I'm going to time this just right. The moment I see the ground, about 6 seconds before they hit the ground, I hit myself on the head in rage.
Okay. So, yeah, 23 points of bludgeoning damage. The first 11 of those being as you fall down, and the next 12 being as the mountain falls on you. And you're now 30 feet down with half a mountain on you. Half a ledge, not really the whole mountain.
Alright, now that the mountain sufficiently pissed me off, I start digging myself out pissed off.
Luckily, the rocks are pretty loose, and you're not deeply buried in them, so you manage to dig yourself out without too much difficulty.
We can always come back down and help dig him out too. right?
Yes, and now you can. I mean, you still have to get past that part, but you can use your adventurers. You have ropes. Um, you can carefully climb your way past it. It's not a problem. And eventually, everyone reaches the top. Um,
The doctor is a bit cross with everyone. Next time, just come with me, will you? You're taking a long time.
Okay, next time I will.
And actually would would teleport down, and teleport people out from under the rubble if they're having any trouble. But they probably take care of it just fine.
yeah, it is fine.
I give Cecil and Ragna 5 good berries each.
I do
That
have
feels slightly better.
jelly babies, healing jelly babies if anyone needs any.
Good berries are free. They heal 4 each.
Oh, nice. Those are better berries.
I'll take 2.
Delicious. So yeah, there's flowering vines covering the entryway to the fortress. Ken tells you that inside he's found a bunch of people hanging out. He didn't see any Yuan-Ti. He saw humans.
Yep. So I'll mention there's some folks over there. Don't know if they're friendly or not, but we should go say hello, shouldn't we? If we want to have a base here, we want to meet the neighbors.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, and yeah, he also mentions, and you also notice that, like, oh yeah, sure, on the ethereal plane you can just walk right through the vines, but these vines are really thick. There's not any easy way to get through them. You'll have to cut your way in or push your way in or whatever.
Get out the machete.
So everyone, if you could put yourselves in a line again, indicating what you're doing with the door. Here, I'll draw a door for you. Or an entryway, it's not a door.
Are the vines in our way?
Oh yeah, yeah, you can't
Well,
walk through
I've
them
got
without
plenty of
pushing.
fire.
So there
I've
you go.
got plenty of fire.
Okay. Are you going to try to burn them up?
Wait.
I'm going to get out of the way.
Okay, so that's the door. Everybody stand where you would like to be in relation to that door.
So we want to get north. We're to the south of it.
Which way is the door?
Yeah.
And which way are we? Which side are we?
There we go. You want to go through there. There's lots of vines. See, vines, vines, vines. There you go.
Eat one of these L's.
All right, I won't try and burn them since there's 2 people standing in front of me.
Oh, this is a viney door, you said.
Yes.
Oh.
You
Well,
can't tell my beautiful art? I drew you a
thought-
picture. Photorealistic.
Then yeah, I know. I'm just gonna pop to the other side with anyone that wants to go with.
Okay.
As I said, I'll go with you.
Okay, so the two
Excellent.
of you... Oops.
All right, 22, no problem.
2 of you are on the other side. And the vines continue pretty far into the passageway, so I'm just going to assume that you go all the way.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, well, I'll first take us to the ethereal so we can see into the material and find a nice cozy spot to reappear on the other side.
Yeah.
I will try setting the vines on fire.
Okay.
God,
I don't read drow? Okay, there we go. You do set the vines on fire. And with their dying throes, they shoot a bunch of thorns at you. So everyone who is standing on the ledge can make a con save. The thorns are really small. They don't even hurt when they stick into you. But you start feeling kind of sick.
Good bad news for familiars.
Oh yeah. Let's see, is it half? Yeah, it's half. So actually both of the owls are gonna get poisoned to death.
I'm a dwarf. I get advantage.
Yes, and that's good for you. Because, yeah, okay, so Atharond is gonna take half.
the rest of us take full.
The rest of you will take full, and I have to see how much this is. Let's see, poison damage, 4d6.
Oh, I'm resistant too.
There you go. 14 if you failed, 7 if you saved, 3 if you saved and you're a dwarf. But you do manage to burn the rest of them away, and you've attracted some attention. Let me just get rid of that. Boop, it's gone. Oh. Sorry, Barrett, you're in the way.
So attention means initiative?
No. Well, I mean, unless you want it to. But the humans that the doctor had told you about, and this is the map, by the way. So this is a large chamber that you're starting to walk into, and you're met. Here, I'm gonna move you guys. Well, you're on the ethereal, so you're doing whatever you want. But the rest of you are walking into this chamber. There you go.
No, I went back. I rolled the second time.
This is through the door. This is the. Oh, you went back to the material plane.
Yep. So
Okay.
we got comfortably on the other side of the vines.
Okay. So there you go. Yeah. So a bunch of people start moving towards you. There's about 20 of them. They all have weapons, but they're sheathed, and their hands are raised up, kind of in, like, we're not going to hurt you. One of them
Have
steps.
some pretty potent defenses.
Well, there's a lot of dangers in the jungle. We need these defenses.
I know. You could at least warned us about some of them, I say, as I kind of pull one of the thorns out and flick it.
Well, we apologize for that.
Hello,
We
friends. Hello.
welcome you to our home. I am Shashasa. Please stay here, accept our hospitality, but please put away any of your weapons. We don't allow such threats inside of our home.
Well, we're not brandishing them, but we're not going to give them up.
No, you don't
Very
have to give them
wise
up.
People.
She just asked you to
Well,
sheath them all.
There's no need for weapons in the world if we can all just talk things out. I've always felt.
Who needs weapons?
And anyone who would like to can make a nature check. Meanwhile, some of the people, like, they see that you're looking pretty non-threatening, so they leave. About 4 of them, and the rest of them go back into the chamber, and they lead you in, and all the ones that had disappeared are bringing out platters of food and some drinks and things like that, and setting them down and offering you seats. Athrond immediately recognizes this. It takes Ken a little bit longer, but as you're kind of looking at these humans, you notice, like, some of them have, like, very green eyes, or just very slightly, like, little dents in their tongues, so almost like they've got a forked tongue, but not quite. So you start to suspect that maybe they are Yuan-ti. You've never seen any that look this human before. Like, there's nothing about them, almost nothing about them, that looks snaky.
Whenever I get the chance to be out of range of them, I'll convey the message to the rest of the party.
Okay. So yeah, everyone is now aware that they are indeed Yuan-ti. Shashasa comes out. She says, there's someone that you should I should introduce you to. She disappears for a moment, and like, as you're enjoying your delicious meal, she brings out another woman, wearing white robes, and she's flanked by 2 buff-looking men wearing very similar robes but in green. The woman in white robes tells you that her name is Kashika, the leader of the clan, and she also welcomes you and asks why you're here.
We have some friends that are looking to find a home away from home in these parts. We've been trying to help out with people that are not sleeping very well after dying and that sort of problem. I think we could be very good neighbors to you. What do you think? Are you interested in having some new neighbors?
Well, we do actually need some help. Our clan was once part of the Misty Cliffs clan. We worship Dendar the Night Serpent, as is proper, but it changed. The way that they were worshiping got more and more fanatical and strange, and I don't think the proper way to worship Dendar. They started adding extra rituals and things that are not in the ancient texts, and they decided that anyone who did not exhibit the proper amount of snake.
Fanaticism.
No, thingies that you look like.
Characteristics.
Thank you. That is the word. My gosh. Characteristics should be sacrificed to Dendar. We disagreed with this, and we escaped out of the clan's territory. We found this fortress, and we've made our homes here. We think that, we'd like to be safe here, and unfortunately we're having a hard time holding it just on our own.
So you want us to go kill them all?
So, well, the problem is that they want to kill us all. If you can help us
Preemptive strike.
fortify this place, then we would be happy to accept you as honorary members of our tribe, and you can share this fortress with us.
I'm better at the killing than the fixing.
They have another problem too, that she'd like you to help her with it as a gesture of goodwill.
Okay. And it is?
Well, one of our members is had an unknown disease. We don't know what's wrong with him. Our doctors are at a loss. We've never seen anything like this, and maybe one of you would have the knowledge to heal him.
Well, I am the doctor.
She will offer you, well, yeah, so she offers to lead you to the sick Yuan-Ti. There is a male Yuan-Ti lying on a bed. He looks really bad. He looks really weak and ill. His skin is yellow and sickly looking. He's moaning loudly. And anyone who'd like to check him out can make a medicine check.
Not actually that kind of doctor.
Oh, Thrax immediately picks up on it. Barrett can't quite figure it out. But yeah, Thrax examines him, and it looks like an infection. Something is running through his blood that should not be there. So you can make an investigation check to figure out where the source of the problem is.
That's the kind of doctor I am.
Alright. All of you just point to the spot where he's been wounded. You're like, what is wrong with you people? What kind of idiots do you have for healers? You really need to get some... Yeah, look, right here, there's a dart sticking into him. And it has been... It's like a needle dart, so it's completely embedded in his flesh. It's going to take a very nimble set of hands to pull it out. It will take a sleight of hand check to pull it out without damaging him further.
Where is it? Like his finger? We can cut off the finger.
It's in his abdomen.
We can't cut off the abdomen.
No. And it's a little bit hidden by some sort of scales that he has there, so it was...
I'm not very good with my hands quickly.
I'm gonna do what my mother always did. You just rip it out real fast.
So yeah, you know that you're going to need to pull it out and then treat it with some herbs, and then that should clear the infection.
Well, does he look like he's not at full health currently? We can heal him up before we rip it out, just in case bad things happen. He might not die immediately.
Yeah, that would help.
Hit points.
Okay, so yeah, it doesn't look like he just kind of looks a little bit stronger, but he still seems or a little bit healthier, but he's still very weak.
Okay,
poison.
yank.
So who would like to make a sleight of hand check?
My guess would be the rogue.
I've got a 4 on sleight of hand.
Beat beats me.
I'm not dexterous. I would think the rogue would be.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
Can I assist the rogue?
Half
Yeah.
is the rogue, but that's good enough.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You just reach in there. You make little pinchers with your fingers and pull it out. Um, you don't do any more damage to the flesh around it, and he kind of breathes a sigh of relief. Now you just need to figure out how to mix up the medicine. So someone will need to make one more medicine check to make sure that you mix the herbs in the right proportions.
I will offer a bardic inspiration to whoever is going to make that check.
And your bard sings a song of healing. So yeah, roll a d6 on there. Oh, good. And you know what? You're like, okay, so I add this and this and this, and I'm done. And then the song reminds you of another ingredient that you need to put in there. And you toss it in at the last second.
Really, just remember.
And you have healed him. They thank you very gratefully. They trust you now. They believe that you are here. You've been sent by Dendar to help them. Not that Dendar generally sends people to help, but somehow.
I teach them how to make this medicine in case anyone else gets poked.
Yeah, this is really unusual to them. They're not used to, being hurt by, like poison doesn't bother them. So like things that look like poison don't register there.
How did you get darted?
Oh, by one of the raids from the clan, the old clan. They raid pretty often up here, but they've got a plan. They've got to, because these guys are going to keep coming after them until they're all dead, unless they make it not worth their while. So what they want to do is on the next raid, they want to have you guys lead the way, and you kill all of them, leave one of them alive to go tell the tale about how mighty adventurers have moved in, and then there'll be no point in them attacking anymore, and they'll leave them alone.
Well, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get a whole bunch of people to come out here, like an army.
Yeah, an army of murder hobos.
But yeah, we can help you with that, if that's what it's going to take.
She thanks you, and she will take you to where they come up. Let's see. She takes you to the Chamber of Steel. Used to be a storage area. Still got some crates and stuff pushed up around the edges. But they use it now as kind of a dojo. That's where they train and they practice. And hang on, I'll move you all up there. To the Chamber of Steel. Oops. Except my scroller is broken. There we go. We're up here now. It's pretty empty. Like I said, there's a few things pushed up against the wall, but the entire floor is completely open. There's some really crude weapons and shields here, on the walls. The floor is covered with sand, and the 3 passageways off to the north. That's where the raids come from. Those lead deep into the mountain, and that's where the other clan lives. If you guys wait here, she'll send her clan down there to act as decoys and draw them out. If you can kill all but one of them and tell him to go back and send the message that they should be left alone.
Do you think you can do that tomorrow? We'd like to get a rest in.
Yeah, they think that they can do that tomorrow.
So we get a full
Sure.
long rest.
If you guys want to,
Hooray,
yeah.
Spells back and hit points back. And I want to ritualize my find familiar.
Oh yeah. New owl. 10 gold.
Yep. Well, I have the herbs. You can't just pay the gold, sadly.
Give me a second. My keyboard is dead. But
I'm down to 3 find familiar herb packets.
A little thyme, a little rosemary, We'll sprinkle allspice in there. Delicious. Let's see. What am I supposed to give you? 1, 1, and 2. Okay. Of nothing. Don't worry about it.
You should give us more. We should have elected to go higher level.
I am probably gonna give you more. Yeah, your level is low, but
Our
you
power
got enough
level is
people.
not low.
Yeah. So let's see. We're gonna add, because yeah, this will be over in 5 seconds otherwise. We're gonna add one of these. Oh yeah, yeah, they're fun.
It's always sad when I roll low on my initiative because everybody runs next to stuff and I can't like fireball stuff anymore.
These guys. Oh right, so annoying. Stupid spells. Now I remember what I needed to fix. Oh well, it'll be fine. Right, this guy. Okay, he's fun. And okay, any other preparations y'all want to make before they send their advanced party down?
Yes, so I'll have See Invisibility and Long Strider going, and I'm also going to. I mean, can we make a preparation within a few seconds of trouble arriving, or is that too fine an adjustment?
If you want a round to get ready, you know, you can ask them to shout when they get 6 seconds away, you know, ish.
Can we construct a barricade using some of these weapons to make kind of like, you know, those little, how they set up the little, the archers would hide behind them and there's like little spikes to discourage cavalry and infantry.
The readouts.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
things.
But can you construct a rudimentary glaive?
Well,
You,
Kirk, I
I
don't
don't-
know.
I don't need a rudimentary one.
I was just thinking we use some of their crude spears and I don't know what all. They did say they had like weapons and shields. We could like make a readout out of that.
there's not really, yeah, they're more like just wooden boards for shields and like metal
That's
sticks
enough. We
for
can put nails in
swords and
them.
stuff like that. But yeah, you can find enough junk. You know, you can use broken furniture and stuff like that if you want to try to, you know, block up some of these things. How much do you want to block them up?
Just enough for like William to hide behind and get cover from if he wants to just like point, pop, and shoot.
Oops, I
You know,
can't
something
spell.
he can like hide behind, so he can get advantage.
Oh gosh,
Oh, that's a fireball icon.
something terrible has happened to my roll 20. Give me a minute while I reload. That was very exciting. Everything just
So,
went.
the doctor, rather enigmatically, will say that he will be above the enemy and take a good chunk of them away to somewhere where they can think about what they've done, review their life choices. And what I'll be doing in the extra round will be summoning forth the wings of the TARDIS to fly above them.
Oops, wrong thing. Sorry, still having roll 20 problems. Well, no, that one was my fault. Here we go. Controlled by all players. So there you go. You can put up that barrier wherever you want it. Do you want another one?
Let me
Do we-
see.
Do we want to like fill in 2 of them so they can only come up 1, so they don't have three ways they can come?
That'll do.
You know, pile up rubble all up in 2 of them so that they can't. So they have to come up the one we want. Don't really need to make walls or barricades. Just pile up a bunch of crap.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay. So you want like,
Yeah, that'll do.
let's see, some boulders.
In the 2 left ones, so they have to come up that one that you're on.
Okay, so you want them to come up.
We'll
the
make
one
sure
on the right.
our
Let's
friends
see.
know that
Oh, yeah. So yes, your friends come running up and get slaughtered.
Slaughtered.
Well, this is not what we're doing one round in advance.
No, this
We're
is
piling
yeah.
stuff up.
So yeah, easily done. We'll get rid of that bench, and we'll put this here, there, and
And we can see through this last one, so we can shoot arrows and
yeah.
lightning bolts straight down the long path.
So we'll say it's like 3 feet high or something like that. You can see over it and shoot over it and stuff, but it'll slow them down, I guess.
And won't our fleeing allies will have to sort of leap over it or something?
True.
Well, they're gonna
We can
come running
just
up. We can
slide it
close
into place.
Okay, that sounds good. We'll
Okay.
leave it open for them and then slide it in. I like it.
Okay, so everyone can roll initiative. And I can too.
Don't get in the way of the lightning bolt.
Descending. Alright, so you all have had one round to cast any last minute spells or anything that you want. You hear the shout from
So I
from
activate
down the hallway.
Radiant Soul and I'm going to be as high up as I can.
Okay, let me double check
well,
the height of this ceiling. It's
20 feet is actually ideal.
okay.
I gotta be here to close the barricade when they run through.
I'm gonna have my owl over watching the other 2 tunnels, just in case they somehow get through the stuffs.
Okay, let me just. It's gotta say ceiling height somewhere. Why? Everything should always have ceiling heights. That should always be like a thing.
Players always ask for
I
it.
know. It's always the first thing everyone asks is how high is the ceiling in here? So why don't you just put that in your module?
Well, the DDAL mods usually have it.
Yeah, this one doesn't. That's why it's bugging me. But fine, we'll make the ceiling 15 feet in here because it shouldn't be very high. It was just a storage room.
15 feet works. Out of reach of most things, but something with reach could probably get me, right?
Yeah. Okay, so your friends come rushing in. And they're being chased by a bunch of Yuan-Ti.
Slithering Yantis?
Scary looking ones.
More looking like Yanti than Yanti?
Oh yeah, definitely. So, your friends run through, and these guys start running up. So we'll put them here. This guy can go there. And Atharand.
Okay, I'm not sure where my PC could have hidden, but he would have gone there, if possible.
Yeah, I mean, you can build something for yourself to hide behind. That's not hard.
Sure. I'm assuming we didn't have time for an hour to cast Find Familiar.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah, you had a day, so
We had a full night.
Oh great, I have it back.
here you go.
So,
Here's some rocks for you to hide behind. There you go.
cool, thank you. Does one seem to be different, like with a crown or
No,
knight leader?
there is one that looks different from the other 4. He looks like that. There's 2 really sneaky looking ones and 2 pretty human looking ones.
Those aren't pretty, they're pretty ugly.
Okay, fairly human looking ones. Is that better? More human looking.
Okay, then I'll go with the one that seems to be the unique race.
Okay. He looks very angry. Sadly, he does not have getting shot in the face resistance.
Though we had a full round and I could have blessed everybody, but I forgot. Sucks to be you.
9 plus 12 is 21. So, yep, you get a good shot off at him. And then it's his turn. Oh. We're gonna do this. Because I forgot to fix his spellcasting when they changed all the sheets.
In another cutting action.
Oh, yeah. Something else. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna... Oh, yeah, no, that's what he's gonna do. Let's see. 5 creatures. So he can't see Atheron, so everybody except Atheron make a con save.
I will try to counterspell.
It is not a spell.
Oh, I thought you said he was casting a spell, damn it.
Yeah, I did, and then I changed my mind.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I did not say that I changed my mind. But yeah, he's doing something else instead. He's just looking at you all with his eyeballs. Yeah, gosh, y'all feel pretty tired. Do you actually have a +1? Oh, yeah, Stone of Luck. Good. Your lucky stone has saved you as Barrett,
Cool.
Cecil, and Thrax all fall asleep.
Thank goodness.
And he will chortle. Ha ha ha. And it will be Thrax's turn. Oh, yeah, you're asleep. You don't get to do anything. Great.
Snore.
Hold on, let's see. That was Thrax. You are sleeping. Honk Shu. Cecil is sleeping. Where are ya? Honk Shu. And Barrett also sleeping. Snore, snore, snore. Great. So this one can see Ragna. So this one is going to cast a spell.
Who is it?
Oops.
Who's
Oops.
the doctor see whoever's casting a spell?
You can't. He's around the corner from you. It's this one right here.
Alrighty.
But he is looking at Ragna and suggesting that you run away is very scary here. So Ragna, make a wisdom save. What is his DC? His DC is 13. So you don't think that that's a good suggestion at all. The other one, though, is going to do the same thing. So make another wisdom save. It's like, no, run away. We're very scary.
See me around the corner?
Let me see.
The one in the back.
Not
No.
quite. All right. He'll move up then. He's going to move up. Doop doo doo. Oh, look, he can see Ken. He's going to do it to Ken instead.
Counterspell.
Okay. What level is suggestion? It is 3rd, right? So 2nd. Okay, so it just goes away.
Yeah.
All right. This one is going to climb over the bench. Climb, climb, climb. And it's gonna...
Remember, I'm in the air.
also cast a spell. It's going to suggest that you fly away. And stop bothering them.
Wisdom save.
Yep. This one is... Oh yeah. You don't think that that's a good suggestion at all. You don't know why they keep saying these things. Let's see. Did the other one get a... Oh yeah, it's going way down on 8. Okay, Barrett.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're
still
sleeping.
I believe.
Yep. Ragna.
Unless I've got some reason to wake up.
Nope, not unless... Some... Well, yeah, it's basically works the same way as the sleep spell. Yeah.
Ragnar, could you, like, pick one of our friends up and throw it at another friend? Something like that?
Surely someone else will wake them up.
Oh, I was going to teleport all these guys
sleeping
away.
people, and
Okay.
3 of you.
I don't know. I just remember hearing that when I was asleep once. I wonder from who.
Well, you're up. What is Ragna going to do?
I'm tempted to kind of let him snooze and do my own thing, but the team player in me wants to run over and kick Barrett in the nuts.
Barrett, that is, you are awake.
And it
that'll
paid.
do it.
It hurt.
How many attacks can Ragnar make?
Well, it's not an attack. It
Oh,
would just
yeah,
be an
I
action.
can gut shot. Oh no, if I attack them, they go away. Here's your
Oh, that's
unarmed.
true.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I suggested picking them up and throwing them. I mean, you could get two awake at once and probably not do a whole lot of damage. But
Alright, I have advantage. Barrett's down.
That's true. He is
You
prone.
definitely have advantage.
However, he's wearing a cup today. You do not make it through his armor. You do wake him up. It's enough to wake him up, but it's not enough to hurt him.
Oh, that's
Alright.
good.
Alright, second attack, Fraxis. Conk. So, he's up, and I'm just gonna.
Yep.
Pop over. Since I don't want to be in range of their rape spells.
I think you were
just ran
Jason.
past this one.
Yeah, you were Jason to one.
This one's right here. It's gonna try to give you a little bite if you run past.
Oh, well, never mind. I'll just stay there, and I'll use a bonus action to rage and step up here.
Okay. Well, they don't want you to. Ken.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna fly into this hallway. So there appears to be only 5 total.
Yes. And the hallway does continue back into the darkness. I should have drawn more of it, but I didn't.
Alrighty. Let's oh, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to yes, I'm going to Misty Step into position. I'll just move like 1 step just up here down the hallway, and then I'll Misty Step, get to the right spot, and then we'll activate the Amulet of Planes such that all 4 of those guys are in range. And I say, think you should all take a vacation on Mount Celestia. You'll all think better of your actions.
There's got to be a mongoose only plane. Send them there.
Ooh, all right, here goes cutting words. God damn it.
So, you find yourself alone on Mount Celestia. It is lovely this time of year.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm
No, I
beginning
don't.
to think like the doctor's useless.
So it fails to function because I've already cast a spell this round, so I'm still there. But
Yeah.
Of course.
so I will now use my movement to. I guess I'll fly back into the room.
Why don't you wake up the last person?
Well, he did in action.
He's too far away now.
Yeah. Okay, so it is the other Yanti's turn.
Well, regardless, I've used my action, so I can't really do anything.
So finally, it is going to look up and suggest that this flying guy beat it out of here. This one
You
right
just
here.
rolled once for those 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Because that one's already moved.
No, this one done. Oh, wait, did I do the other one
Yeah.
already?
Yeah,
Oh.
the one right there you moved already.
Oh, that's right, I did. I got
Yeah,
them
there you go.
backwards. Sorry, it's the other one that was supposed to be doing it now. So, here, I'll just move them so that they're in the right place. There, that one's back there. That one's back there. They did already go because I forgot I rolled them separate initiatives. And it is Cecil's turn, who is asleep. So it's Atheron's turn.
Okay, dokie. Can I have Mocha either shake it or attack it to wake SSL?
Oh yeah, he can use his action to shake him up, to shake him awake without hurting him.
Yep.
He just can't
She'll
attack.
do that.
Yep. So yes, you are
Then-
awakened by an owl flapping in your face.
Oh god.
Oh, not a
And-
thank you for us. Well, right, William.
Since I didn't move, I'm probably still hidden. I think I had like a 20.
Yeah.
I'm going for the closest enemy.
Okay. Okay. Yep. So that will be a sneak attack. Oh, and
cunning
a
action.
yeah. So let's see. 12, 24, Ooh, that's a lot of numbers.
It's 35.
Yeah. She is looking a little bit hurt.
I don't think the extras count. Or do you have advantage?
He was hiding.
He was hiding. Advantage.
Nice.
She did not see him behind his clever disguise there, the rock blind. Alright, this guy. Can he do this again? No, he can't do that again. Too bad. He'll have to do something else. 10. Yeah, he's going to do that. Oh, wait. Right. He should have... This is not right. There we go. Okay. Wait, what? Okay. Sorry. This is, there we go. Very poorly done, this thing. Okay, perfect. That's what he wants to do. He's gonna Misty Step. 10, 20, 30. Let's see. Barrett and Thrax and Cecil are all still on the ground. He should be able to see Etzeron now, though.
If you can see through the 21 stealth.
Yeah, that's a good question. Oh, no, I was thinking this was someone else. Never mind, he's not even going to try. He is going to just go ahead and shoot Ragna then. Nah, he's going to shoot that doctor. He was trying to do something terrible to him. Oh. Character sheet. Spells. Why don't you have spells, you jerk? So he should be getting how many of these? Two of them. One, two. What is your AC? You really need to put it in your name, please.
Oh, sorry. It's AC 20.
Okay, so he's going to miss you with both of those, and then he's going to move back this way. 10, 20, 30. Kind of duck behind that corner a little bit. Threxius.
I guess I can stand up.
Yes.
I guess.
You could say you're welcome.
Well, you ran into the way of my lightning bolt again, so I'll have to move before I cast it.
Aww.
And will that hit all of them going that way? It's a 5 foot wide.
Yeah, I guess so, sure.
How is that not one of my macros? What the hell?
Oh boy, so two of them are just going to stand there. Let's see how these guys do. So, yeah. Two of them just completely stand there. Oh, wait, they have advantage. Did
It's
not
a-
help them.
It's a strength save, not a dex.
Oh, is it? Lightning bolt?
It's a dex save.
It's
Oh,
a
wait,
dex
no,
save. You're wrong. Yeah.
That was dragged straight from the compendium. So the compendium
Yeah,
says that-
there's a specific bug where it will change the save for some reason. I think it doesn't copy correctly, and it defaults to strength when it does that. But yeah, it is definitely a dex save. And
changing it to
she's
dex.
super failing, even with advantage, because she sucks, and so does she. But the other ones are doing a little better. Although the sneakier looking guys seem to be weaker in the first place. So they seem kind of hurt.
I'm done with my turn.
Okay, both of these guys get to go. Oh, that's fun. Super gonna do that. Okay, can't do that again, so it can come here. It's gonna have to try to attack. Oops. Well, okay, it's standing behind the barrier. Don't worry about that. It's just right up on it. And it's going to try to reach over and get Ragna with a little bit of cover. Where is the...
We know
there
the
it is.
barrier is there.
Yeah. A bite and a scimitar. Does that bite hit you?
Yes.
Okay, so
Scimitar does not.
you take 5 piercing, 9 poison, and your brain hurts. As that bite seems to go directly to your head. Something inside your mind it feels like fangs are piercing your brain for another 9 points of psychic damage.
Well, that was a good low roll on the 3d10.
A barbarian's favorite damage. The other one is gonna do the same thing. Oh yeah, wait a second. Ragna AC 16. Okay, yep, same thing. For this one, it's gonna try to bite and scimitar Ragna. Missing with both of them. This one, no, neither of them are gonna move. They're both pretty happy. Well, no, this one's gonna continue climbing over the barrier until it's there. So that is the 2 of them, and then this one gets to go... Oh, she's standing right next to a guy who just lightning bolted her.
With the 16 AC, because didn't use a full action to put my shield back on.
So she's going to try to slash you with her scimitar.
I will take the 3.
She gently pats you with it. Barrett.
Okay, so Barrett will just step up 1. Then I'm going to start by hitting that person.
She is looking pretty hurt.
So I hit her.
Yes, you do.
And then I'm going to do my Horde Breaker action, hitting the one behind it.
Okay. That will not break through his scaly skin.
Well, that's okay. And then I will go back to hitting this one, getting my second regular attack.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
And if it's still standing,
Oh yeah.
I will continue with my bonus action polearm attack.
She looks like she could take a couple more hits.
I can do that.
Wait, more?
I haven't action surged yet. I can
Okay.
throw in an action surge. If I'm challenged to do a few more hits.
It's only 32 damage so far. Well, now it's it's 54 damage so far.
So yeah, with your next attack, she will fall to the ground, dead.
And then I have one last attack, which will be against this Whisperer here.
Okay. Oh yeah, that will just break his skin. For
Alright.
14 slashing damage. You've opened up a wound in him.
Oh, that's what I was after.
And
That
Ragna.
was fun.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the one next to the Kempf Doctor,
Okay.
and
He's looking a little singed. Oh, well,
Wow.
until you do that to him. Yeah, okay. Roll some damage. 24 plus 2. Rage doesn't get doubled. But
no, it doesn't.
It's 26, 28. Yeah, he looks much worse now. Definitely bloodied. That does not make it
I
through
wish
his
I had
scales.
plus. So I am done for the most part. Thank you for attacking me. That kept my rage going.
Ken.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna try it again. Because reasons. Teleport over there.
Well, if you're teleporting, you already went through this last time. You couldn't actually use the amulet, remember?
No, you can use the amulet because when you fail on the check, it does not cast
Oh,
a spell.
that's right.
But, well, activate, if I mean, you're actually teleporting or Misty Stepping?
I'm first Misty Stepping and then I'm
Okay.
activating the amulet of flames.
He's hoping he fails, so it doesn't count.
Yes, and you have indeed failed.
No, it's DC 15, so
Oh,
have
I
the
thought it was a
cutting words
17.
to-
Okay.
No. So here goes.
Okay.
Hooray!
You've undermined your self-confidence enough to teleport the three of you away.
Yes,
Not her.
sort of swear at myself.
I'm a bad doctor. I really am. Getting
And
companions killed.
yes, so we'll be teleporting onto one of the plains of Mount Celestia, which is a lovely place. If you spend too much time there, you have to make saving throws against becoming more good. And
You do know you're flying, right?
yes, and I'm flying. That's exactly why I wanted
Why
wanted to go.
didn't you amulet shift to like 3,000 feet in the air?
Oh well, you have to go to another plane.
People.
Right. That's what I mean.
Oh.
You can go to another plane, but be way up in the air. You're
Yeah,
flying,
I don't-
they're not.
Well, remember, our mission is to have a survivor, so I'm going to get us a survivor that can report back. But I'll just fly 40 feet away from them for the time being.
Okay. Let's see.
Can't we leave them on Celestia? They'll become casualties, and we can just tell like the pitmaster, go tell them after we like do some Conan-esque horrible thing to them.
Okay. So this one is going to... Oh yeah, she can do that a bunch of times. Wow, what's the range on that? Not that much. Much shorter range than I thought it was. So instead, she will just shoot you with a short bow. For 11 piercing damage. At least she's got a good shot on you. So that was for Ken, and now it is Cecil's turn.
Okay, what's this pitmaster doing on the west side?
He ran that way.
Hiding from you. Not actually hiding, but he's ducked back there.
Alright, I stand up, and I will move here,
Okay.
and I can see him, I assume.
You can see
Yes.
him from where you are.
You can see him very nicely now.
Beautiful.
Oh wait, I didn't roll to see where we ended up. Hang on, let me do that.
Oh yeah, that's kind of
I
important.
forgot. Just because I want to go to Mount Celestia doesn't mean we go there.
No.
Hopefully we do.
Magical longbow of fire. No, he would prefer not to be shot with that, but an 18 is going to pierce him. And ouch. 14 damage. Okay.
And again.
Okay, so we do go to Mount Celestia. That's good.
Okay, yeah, that will also hit for another 18. He's starting to look a little bloody.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Atherond.
Okay, on where I will shoot it, I will have Mocha distracted and then hot.
Hold on, I gotta.
Total
Somebody's calling me.
Okay. Okay, Mocha is distracting, Atherond is shooting, 22 is hitting, and 19 is damaging. He's looking very hurt now. He would like a turn. So that he can stop you all from doing these terrible things to him. What can he do? Oh, right. That's not going to help him that much. Oh, that will, though. Okay, give me just a second to fix this so that he can cast this spell, and hopefully it'll just work.
Well, if it's second level or lower. No.
Good roll.
Yeah, if it's higher than second level, no.
Okay, I think it's either second or third, so... he starts casting a spell, and Thrax is just like, nah.
He's just barely within the range, too. He's 55 away from me. That's what I checked.
So, nothing happens for him. Instead, he's no, he can't do that. He's gonna... try to find somewhere to hide. He doesn't have anywhere good to hide. And he can't do that. There's a lot of things he can't do. So he's gonna run down a little bit over this way. So he's now 25 feet additionally down the hall. I'm going to make a note of that. 25 feet past where he is physically on the map. There we go. Frax, it's your turn.
Alright, my owl can get to him and back off 5 feet then. With his 60 feet flying movement.
Alright, I apologize for the interruption. Sorry about that.
Okay, you're fine.
And give me advantage on the Pitmaster, and I will firebolt him. Because he's gonna die. Don't kill the other one.
Yeah, I was about to say, we gotta consider...
Well,
who
there's one right next to you.
Okay, he looks hurt. He's not dead.
No, didn't quite kill him. I'm done.
Okay, Mind Whisperer, where are you?
Oh no, that's the one that got ported away.
Yep, okay, so this one is gonna do a thing. Is that the only spell he has? I think. Oh no, he's got a lot of spells. Cool.
The doctor has lots of counterspells.
Well, we're gonna find out.
But he's on another plane.
And unfortunately, I used my reaction just to get myself there. So
Yeah,
when
okay.
when Mines comes around, he can do whatever he wants to me.
Cool. Let me just check and see what kind of save
Well,
this
it's yours
is.
It's yours that's going now, so.
And it
No,
is...
it's not.
It is.
If you put your mouse over the UNT
Oh,
with the 15,
oh, yeah.
it'll
Okay,
put a
thank
box
you.
around it.
One wisdom save, please, Doctor. Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
That's not good.
Uh-oh.
You know what? All these colored lights and swirlies, they're really cool. You're just gonna stand there hypnotized.
He's gonna fly there hypnotized.
Oh yeah, you're gonna float in midair, hypnotized. Wait, which kind of flying do you do? Oh, which kind of flying do you do? You do fly. Ooh, ooh.
I'm bobbing wings that are made of clock-like gears.
Yeah, those are Asimar wings, aren't they? Let's see. Do they? Incapacity. Oh yeah, you're starting to fall, is what you're doing.
15 feet up's only what, 2d6 damage? Nothing.
It was 1, yeah. Oh no. Okay, you just can't take. Oh, it doesn't say anything about moving. Okay, can't take actions or reaction. Oh, but you have to. Yeah, I'm gonna say that you're falling. That makes sense. However, you'll get another wisdom save when you bounce on the ground.
No, that's something.
So you'll only take 2 points of damage as you crash to the ground, and you get another wisdom save. I don't think that's going to do it either, but let me just double
Oh, I
check on
think
his
it will.
thing.
He was high enough last time.
Yeah, that'll do it.
You said DC 12, right?
On this one, no, I don't think so. They all have different DCs. This guy
Oh.
has...
Even this one is not going to be higher than
Oh yeah, no, this one's only a 13, so you're fine. Just a little bruised and laying on the ground, prone.
And prone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Slightly bruised, a little bit prone, otherwise fine. Okay, so the other one,
Could be worse.
he thinks that that's a good idea, so he is going to get... Let's see, can he get all of you? He can perfectly. Oh, wait. No, not that one, though. But he will get Cecil, Thraxius, and Barrett to all make wisdom saves.
I will counterspell it.
Okay. Yeah, you just keep rolling 19s. Alright, so he will cast a spell, but it will fizzle on his lips. He'll be very angry about this.
Wait, didn't you already counterspell?
No, I went after. I counterspelled the Yunti Pitmaster, then my turn, so
Yeah.
I could
Oh, nice.
counterspell a reaction again.
Okay, awesome. Well, now the Pitmaster will be a threat, so be careful.
It is the dead one's turn, so it doesn't get a turn, so it's Barrett's turn.
Okay, we're trying to
Subdual.
knock this guy out, right?
Subdual. We have no clue what happened to the guys that went away. They could be dead.
That's right, so I will try to not kill this one.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's not going to kill him, even if you were trying to. That's going to hurt him some more, but he's still not knocking him out. You're just whapping him and
Watch take a
whapping him.
pommel to the face.
And yes, pommel to the back of the head. He is knocked out.
Excellent.
And Ragna.
Well, I I can't get over there in a turn.
Nah, he's pretty far.
Yeah.
You have a ranged weapon?
I really wish people would stop telling me what to do today. No, I don't have a ranged weapon. So, I'm gonna coup de grace this fucker.
Okay. You do have to hit him, but if you can do that, he'll be super dead.
I'm not gonna do that. I want to. I'm just gonna go over here and sulk.
Okay. Kenneth, you don't know what happened. You're suddenly laying on the ground looking up at the sky.
Oh, it happens all the time. Stand up, brush myself off, and oof, someone needs time out. Let's go for this lovely young lady with the striking green eyes. Please, a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, and she'll have advantage on this. 16, is that high enough?
Well,
No.
it's not against the spell.
That's where I got the
It's
17 from. It's still magic, it's not just spells. It's all magic.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter, 16 isn't going to do it, so she'll be trapped.
All right, and I'll fly 20 feet. Yeah, fly 20 feet into the air. I'll give myself a healing word, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, and I think it's her turn. She's not going to get one. Cecil.
Is the path he took winding, or can I still see him?
You probably can't see him because of the distance. Let's see, 35 and 25 is exactly 60 feet, so you can see him.
Well, I'm gonna move up.
But yeah, it's basically a straight path. It slopes down a little bit.
I'm rolling pretty well with this thing. See if it keeps going.
Okay, an 11 though won't quite do it.
Can I do precision attack? Martial?
I don't know. Can you do that on a ranged attack? I don't actually know.
Yes, you can.
Okay, then yes.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Well, I mean, sharpshooters have been doing it all the time.
Literally, I know nothing about the fighter class. It's terrible. And with your careful aim, yes, you turn that into a hit. And he will die down the hallway.
Hey.
His body will roll a few feet and then stop. Dead stop.
He's dead, guys.
Epsilon. Yep, there's no more threats here.
I'm readying IC. Oops, move right there so I can see both corridors, and I'll ready my longbow.
Okay, Frax, you want to do anything?
I'll tie up the unconscious one.
Okay. Let's see. So now it's this one's turn. He doesn't have quite as many. Oh no, wait. He's the one with lots of spells. Right. He will just try blasting, I think. Maybe. Yeah. Melee attack. That doesn't help. That would be better if he could do that. Actually, oh, duh, he's going to do that. He's going to cast Fly on himself, and he will fly up so he can bite you. Which he's not going to attempt to do.
I'll counterspell.
Oh, okay. And so that will...
Not that he could, because fly takes an action, so he can, at best he can
Well.
fly up and say hi.
Yes, he could smile real wide at you. So instead he's going to... Yep, nope, he can't do that. Never mind, he'll just walk up so that he is underneath you. Other one is dead-ish. I mean, tied up, not dead, but, you know. Barrett!
Yeah, I'm just going to find a space and stand around looking tough, because I believe the doctor will be back soon.
Okay, Ragna.
I got nothing.
Doctor.
So yeah, I'll just say, listen, spend your time here. It's a lovely place. Contemplate eternity, and I'm sure you'll realize that hurting others is not the way to find happiness in life.
He doesn't seem to believe you.
Oh, well, wait till he spends 24 hours to test making saving throws. Hey, 15, that just makes it. So I'll pop back to the material plane.
Okay.
And invite my friend to come out of her many years in the Pandorica. I've given her pause about her ways, and we'll tell. Oh, you know, it seems as though the people that you were chasing are all long dead, and of course there are very dangerous people like ourselves up here now. So you really shouldn't come chasing after anyone in this direction ever again. Run along and tell your friends, will you?
She's like, oh, okay, sure. She goes back down the tunnel. What are you going to do with your...
a deception with advantage, since she I don't know.
Well, with the Iron Flask, she just does whatever you tell her to for an hour.
Right, but I want her to believe it long term.
Then yes, make a deception check. You won't actually have advantage on it, but you will be able to make
Alright,
one.
well, normal one
and
is
that's
13.
fine. She's not very bright, so... She seems to believe you. And not just because of the Iron Flask, like, she seems to really believe it in her heart.
Excellent.
What are you all going to do with the tied-up guy?
Kill him.
Okay. He is dispatched.
I'm not opposed.
No, there's no need for that. But, you know, whatever you guys.
Too late.
Like, what? Oh,
If you had objections, they should have come before the killing part.
let's see. Leave all these turns. Okay. Probably. So, let's see. Kishka is very pleased with you. She and her clan are very grateful. They string golden necklaces around your neck and fill your hands with coins. She also gives you a potion of poison and a potion of invulnerability.
Ooh.
So many potions of poison and no potions of antidote ever.
Well, you know, Yuan-ti, they don't really
This
keep
does seem to be
antidotes
the
around.
poison season.
That's not their thing.
Yeah, there is that.
They like you not to have, and they don't need antidotes, and they don't want you to have them, so, it's not something they stock in their medicine cabinets.
Fair. Although that one could have used one with the things.
Dart.
Yeah. Apparently they're not immune to all poisons.
Well, that was an infection. It wasn't really poison, but it was mimicking a poison, which is why they were like, I don't understand what is happening. I've never seen the effects of poison before. Let's see. Nothing happens for the Emerald Enclave because you didn't have any. Oh, and the Yuan-ti are so happy with you that they will nurse you back to health. So if you were injured in the attack, they will restore you to full hit points.
Lovely.
And they are happy, you know, if you want to send emissaries from your factions, they will negotiate with them in good faith to share this space with them.
Okay.
And you get treasures. Alright, so you all can decide what you want to do with those potions. I'm going to do math.
Well, I'm happy to roll off for that invulnerability potion.
Okay, anyone who wants the invulnerability want a d20? Ooh, what just happened?
3 on the invulnerability. Looks like Kit's winning so far.
Okay, good. Cecil's like, I'll take that, thanks. Oh, no, wait, no, Barrett.
Kit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just snuck in on that roll.
Yeah. So you'll each get 450 gold pieces, 1,000 X pieces, 5 downtime days, and 0 renown. And then we will have a break. Let's meet back here at noon my time, which is whatever appropriate time it will be in 7 minutes for you guys. And when you come back, you can just put ready in the chat, and I'll know you're there.